hot today. Is that enough? Good day today. Today's the last day with the young guys, and then tomorrow will be a Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday. We'll have everything with our game plan put in. Extensively looking at Texas Tech. I mean, they just had turnovers and had penalties and things like that. Some injuries and things, but lost, I think, to 4 teams, the top 25 at the time, and really good team. I see a lot of athleticism, really good wide receivers, put up 500 yards offensively. Big thing for us is ball security and discipline. And that's no penalties. And, this is kind of like a first game of the year. That's the way we approach these bowl games. And it's usually a team that beats itself. So that's been our focus. And today was a day of refocus. We got, I think, 4 of our guys graduating today. So we kept it a half day and got a good 15-period workout in. Guys are working good, and they're focused. I mean, we talked about that. We talked about the mental aspect of, our goal was to be in Pasadena, but we need to treat this just like we're going to Pasadena. It's not a disappointment or a step, because obviously this is a major bowl. This is an upper tier bowl for our school, and one that has great heritage and prestige. And 11 wins. I think there's only 5 teams. I think we've done that. That we'd be the 6th team in the school history to win 11 games. Big deal. So we talked about that. Guys had great motivation. We talked about those seniors leading and finishing strong. We got 60 minutes together. Every single second's important. Bowl games are won by the teams that want it the worst. And our guys had a good practice day. I thought they were focused.
Can you talk just a little bit more about the guys that are graduating? That's got to be a good feeling as a coach when you see guys that are getting their degrees.
Yeah. Carl's going across the stage today. Will Sutton. I mean, those are 2 guys that, Granville Taylor, a walk-on. Really excited for those guys. Obviously proud of. I'm really proud of Will. He made a great decision. Wasn't a lot of people think it was a sacrifice. He made the right decision, the only decision that I could imagine him making, and he's grown more maturity-wise than any player that I've ever had. Any great player that I've ever had, he's matured more in the last year, and really the last 6 months, more than anybody that I've had. And he's going to have a great career ahead of him because he stayed, because he finished that degree that he promised his mom he would do, and just really proud of those guys. Obviously, we had, how many was it, Mark? 8? 8 played as graduates this year. Another 4 graduating today. Yeah, who am I leaving out? I listed 3. It's Granville, Carl, Will,
Marcus Pollard.
Yeah, Marlon Pollard. Yeah,
Marlon
he's 4.0. I should remember him. He ain't on my class check deal a whole lot, so he's doing pretty good. But watch out now. Hey, watch out over there.
Gonna get rolled up on over here.
Jeez, you guys are not, I guess they don't have any, they're not garnishing a lot of respect here. But really proud of them, and proud of, that's something that, it's the total package is what we're after here, and I think we've made great strides. And then one of the things I want to reiterate too, because there's a lot of stuff out there, kind of getting tired of it. We are committed to be here to build a top 5 national power. Tired of, I'm not talking to anybody, not going to talk to anybody. That's what we're doing. We're focused on that, and we're putting together the top recruiting class in the league, and doing some great things, and obviously when you're doing those things, that's a lot of people don't think of anything but negative things to say, but the reality of that is just absolutely false. I mean, we got a tremendous, I'm excited, meeting with our supporters and talking about where we're fixing to go with the stadium, where we're fixing to go with our facility, the excitement, the enthusiasm that's behind this program right now is, man, where else would you want to be? This is a great situation for us, and we're working hard, and myself, Coach Norvell's in the same boat, and we'll have a comment on that tomorrow. Our focus is to keep our staff together. We're going to do that, and we're committed to building a top 5 program in the country. So I don't know what else you can say. I hate even commenting on stuff like that, but I just get tired of it. And we're looking forward to taking this thing to the next level, and that's top 10, top 5 in the country.
Do you have any reaction to Will being named first team All-American by 8?
Yeah, what a great honor. You look at the guys, Mark and I were talking about the ones that have repeated doing that. Who yeah, that's pretty good company right there. Guys that played for a long time in the NFL. So really proud of him. You know, I think being a consensus All-American and Player of the Year two years in a row. And I remember last year when we sat down and he said, you know, Coach, what am I going to do? You know, if I come back, I said, you're going to do the same thing and do it again. And he said, okay, I got that. And so he believed me and he bought into that. And on the same hand, sometimes I've given guys advice in the past that I've told them they should go out. I don't think it's one answer to every guy. I mean, yeah, it's what's best for them personally, and I know that what was best for him was to come back, and just really proud of him and how he's grown, and it's a big, big honor. He's very deserving of it. And I think that's the thing that he learned this year, and coming back after all that attention and garnishing the attention that he got, the protection always slid to him. He obviously he got double teamed a lot and things like that. We tried to do some things to keep him from doing that, but he learned that it ain't about your stats, man. It's about the team success, and he became a great team player and a great team leader, and really valuable, and had a better year than he did last year. I know a lot of people might dispute that, but in my opinion, he did, no doubt about it.
Coach, do you see? What are you gonna miss most about these seniors?
Their passion. You know, these guys. Man, they were passionate, and sometimes that wasn't always in the right direction. And just a challenging group of guys to coach. But the relationship, you know, and the passion that they have is what I'm going to miss. And it'll be the toughest. This will be the one I'm tough. I don't know if I've had one that I'm any closer to, because I've been really hands-on. You know, I'm hands-on in coaching these guys, especially on the defensive side of the football, which I haven't always been. You know, as a head coach, this is this last year and the year before is the only time I've ever done this. So, and we did what we thought we had to do to be successful and develop our program. So I'm going to miss the relationship. I'm going to miss their passion and how they approach things. And I'm just going to miss teaching them every day. That's what I'm going to miss.
We look at Texas Tech. Is the Mike Leach stamp still there as far as their offense, and is Washington State offense similar to what Texas Tech has?
Very, very similar. Very, very similar. And air raid, I think they, they're more athletic. I think they run the ball more. They're bigger up front on the offensive line. But yeah, you can see it's definitely the fast tempo air raid offense.
Is Chris Thompson able to be much of a resource for you? Or
great resource.
That's
interesting. I'm surprised that's the first question I've got about that. You know, yeah, he was the interim head coach for the bowl game in 2012, and he knows them very well, and he has great things to say about their personnel, and obviously knows their offensive guys extremely well, and so he's been a good resource for us.
You talk a lot about discipline, and this program has a lot of structure. I know you guys probably have a routine that you go through before every game. Is there any player that kind of has a quirky superstition or routine they go through before games?
I think a lot of them do. Darby's got a lot of different things that he does. Most of it has to do with the music they're listening to, and maybe the socks they're wearing, the undershirt they're wearing, and stuff like that. Taylor always sits in the. I will sit in the office where the equipment manager is at home. And then I have a head coach's office, like on the road, usually where we're staying, and he actually comes in and actually takes over that office. So I just kind of leave. So that's kind of the deal I thought was kind of unusual. And Coach Norvell's moved in, and Coach Taylor, and so that's what I'm kind of third on the list, I think. So when it comes to that, so that's I guess he kind of separates, and he goes through this little thing with Mike that's I find kind of interesting. But I'm usually eating a hot dog and eating some of. Coach Butters, Mr. Butterfield's, he sends me some chicken wings in. I usually have some chicken wings and get ready to get wired up with 18 wires, and then go out and coach a little bit.
Which are you looking more forward to, San Diego Zoo or SeaWorld?
I'm gonna say the zoo. My kid's looking forward to the SeaWorld, but I'm pretty excited about the zoo.